Welcome in to beautiful, historic Danville Stadium. This is not KCL baseball. This is the normal Cornbelters Prospect League baseball here on the Colonel's Collegiate League YouTube channel. We switched it up. Why not? Griffin Leonard, Evan Schmeiser, we are delighted to be here with you live from Danville Stadium in Danville, Illinois, for what I believe is the first ever normal Cornbelters away game broadcasted by the Cornbelters themselves. So how about that? But 9 innings of some great baseball today. A huge game between the Dans and the Cornbelters, as you can see on the bottom right of your screen. 2.5 game deficit, 6 games to play. Absolutely imperative that the Cornbelters get a win this evening. And what a night to do it. Evan Schmeiser, welcome you into the booth here. Now, the Cornbelters and the Dans have struggled the last few games, which both are going to be frustrating for two different reasons. One, the Cornbelters will see it as a missed opportunity to climb back, and Danville will see it as a missed opportunity to put the division away a few games early. So where do the teams go from here?
Well, it goes without saying, it's imperative to finish strong down the stretch, especially with a home playoff game in the first round being on the line. It goes without saying, and not to mention the Terre Haute Rex, they've climbed over the fire, they've climbed their way back into the standings, but even going into this game tonight, the Belters and the Dans have split their first 2 matchups, so there's a tiebreaker scenario on the line tonight, and not to mention for the Cornbelters, a chance to pull within a game and a half.
Well, we're going to go to break really quick. When we get back, we will have the starting lineups and the first pitch from the Cornbelters and the Danville Dans right here on the Colonel's Collegiate League YouTube channel. Welcome back to Danville, Illinois. The Cornbelters and the Dans get set to go here in just about 5 minutes. Griffin Leonard, Evan Schmeiser on the call. Now let's turn the page, Evan, to the starting lineups. It's go time for the Cornbelters. Even though we're only halfway in the season, as you all know, halfway through the season, the standings reset and a team clinches the playoffs. This is the time right now for the Cornbelters to carve into this deficit. And their starting lineup is one that you would say is relatively capable of doing that. Of course, you're missing Tyler Castro. And how important is the loss of Castro in this situation over the last few games?
Well, if you look at the counting numbers, Castro's hitting .390. He's the second leading hitter in the entire Prospect League. And he was 6 of his last 11 coming into his last game. He's day-to-day, but you're going to have to go without him. It's a next man up mentality, and the way the Cornbelters are hitting the ball right now, they definitely have the firepower to do so. Thompson Allen playing well. Johnson is the hottest man in the entire Midwest right now. And of course, Jeske and Flanagan have been very consistent, among other guys. So the lineup is red hot. I think it's really going to come down to the pitching, and especially tonight, you need a quality start from Malachi Paplanis.
So Paplanis comes in. It's his first start of the season. He's had 4 relief appearances, but he certainly hasn't been the most elite pitcher out of the bullpen staff. Now, why do you think Billy DuBois would go with Paplanis over maybe one of his other long relievers like a Cole Martz?
We're getting into the part of the schedule where you don't have quite as many off days. Of course, you have to go with guys who are available, and it comes down to this is very much one of those things where Malachi would have had a good idea a few days ago, at least a few days ago, if not longer, as far as his daily preparation, mentally preparing himself. And I would think a guy like that, whether even in his college days, especially high school, not a stranger to big games. So I would think he should be fairly comfortable. It's not going to be a new environment for him.
So 2.5 games back. This game especially important. You can not only get the win, but Danville with it takes the loss, and you're within 1.5. You then go to Clinton for a road game before 4 home games to end the first half of the season. How do you prepare yourselves as a team, as a coaching staff, I guess even as a fan base, for what will be an extremely crucial stretch like the coming week here for Cornbelters baseball?